Okay, and if we look at the blue, it says x plus 2. Okay, where does the plus 2 really go? Towards the minus 2. And so for the h, this does our left and the right, and it really does the opposite. Okay, so the h does the left and right, and it really does the opposite. So if we were to look at this, what does this 4 do? Look at mine. What does that 4 do? It's going to move it up 4. What about the minus 1? Left and right. Which way? Is it going to go towards the minus 1 or towards the plus 1?
Plus 1.
It's going to go towards the plus 1. So look at B. What does this 11 do?
Goes down. Plus 11.
So on the outside, we do exactly what it says. So we're going to go down 11 and towards the minus 7. Okay, and so if we were to look at it like a little graph, we would start down 11 and towards the minus 7. That means my graph would be somewhere over here. Okay? Yep. Okay, so now look at your sheet, and that's all we're doing today. Just up, down, left, and right. Okay, so look at this sheet that looks like this. The actual worksheet. Okay, so on the very first one, it's just a plain x squared function, the mommy and daddy function. So where does it start? What's the vertex?
0.
It starts at 0. Okay, so you're going to put it at 0, 0, you're going to put a dot. Okay, you should be plotting 5 points on all these. Okay, the next one, if you cannot figure out what the next number would be, your options would be to get a calculator and plug it in. Okay, or you can kind of draw this XY chart. Okay, so we know when x is 0, what's 0 squared? Or 0 times 0? 0. That's how I get a 0, 0 vertex. At 1, well, that means I'm plugging in 1 for x. What is 1 squared? 1. Okay, so my next point should be at 1, 1. Okay, so go to where x is 1 and y is 1.
You said it, no.
You guys are being extremely challenged. Okay, well, we already know that they need to be the same on each side. So how far did I go from this center line, this y line, over?
Up 1.
1.
How far this way?
1.
I went 1 or 2 little boxes, however you want to look at it. Okay, so that means I need a same point on the other side. So I got to go over either 1 whole box or 2 little boxes and put a point 2. What?
One box is like 40 minutes.
It depends what box you're talking about.
Like one of these.
Like, are you talking about like this is 1 unit, but this is a half of a unit. So it's very, I can't say whatever your 1 box is might be this or this. It depends how you're looking at it.
I'll say this one.
Okay, and then we still need another point. So keep going on the x values. The next x value is going to be 2. Well, what happens? What's 2 squared?
4.
4. That means my next point is going to be at 2, 4. So go to 2 and then 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. How many units is that away from the red line or the boxes? 2 or 4, depending on how you're looking at it. So some people are looking at it like this, 1, 2, or if you're looking at those little tiny boxes. So that means it needs to go over here the same.
Looks like a B.
And it's okay if it looks kind of like a B. It just means like you didn't draw yours right. So eventually that curve happens really, really small. So like if you think about it, there are tons of places like roller coasters. They use quadratics to make those. A rainbow is like a roller coaster. Does a rainbow meet up at a peak? It doesn't really. It goes up. Okay, and when we throw something up in the air, Like if I throw this Rubik's Cube up in the air, okay, it goes up just like a quadratic function, and it hits the highest point up in the air, and then it starts to work our way back down. Okay, it doesn't really meet at an exact point. It slowly, gradually comes to that point. So
That's gravity.
it is. Okay, so, and that's all we have to do is just graph that one. Okay, so let's look at this one. Where would our vertex normally start?
0.
It would normally start at 0. Okay, and we know just from graphing, okay, and just like on our last one, it goes 1, 1, and 2, 4.
Oh.
Okay, so it goes 1, 1, and then 2, 4. Just like we did on the other one. You're copying it down. That's our mommy and daddy function.
What do we do?
Okay, so now we can look at this and say, well, what does this 2 do? I missed the line. Okay, what does this 2 do to that graph?
Move it over to the right. Keep on.
What does the 2 on the outside do?
Oh, was it up or down?
It moves it up or down, which is what? Which is it?
2.
It's up.
It's going to move up 2. So from this vertex, I know I'm going to go up 2. What does this plus 1 on the inside do?
Side to side, left to right.
Okay, so which way am I going to go?
Opposite.
We're going to go the opposite or to the negative. So now what this means is, and so I'm going to go over to the negative one. That means that my graph now starts here. So remember we did the absolute value one? Some of you guys could do the shortcut way and only draw them one at a time, and some of you guys would have to do the longer way, meaning to draw multiple graphs. So from every single one of these points, you need to go up 2 and over 1. So we've done this one. Count from here. Go up 2
Over what?
over 1.
3.
Count from this one. Go up 2 over 1. Okay, and then do this side. We've already done this one. Go up 2 over 1.
We have both of them at the same time.
1, 2 over 1. Okay, this one. Go up 2 over 1. Okay, and I have colored pencils for some of you guys that are going to probably need it. Okay, now, do you really need the black one on there?
No, it's just for help.
It is just for help. You don't need it. Some of you guys, if you remember, and this is the cheater is cheated way. If you remember that it starts, okay, and it from the very bottom point that you go up 1 over 1, and then at 2, 4, then you don't have to graph the bottom one. But for some of you guys, you're going to have to graph that mommy and daddy one. And if you want to just use one pencil, graph it very lightly. Okay? Graph the mommy and daddy one very lightly, and the other one, when you start shifting, graph it darker. Okay? Graphing quadratics is a little bit tricky, and it's going to take you, we're doing it for 3 days, because some of you guys are going to struggle. Okay? Okay, look at 5. What does the graph do?
It starts at 0.
It does start at 0. Okay, what does this plus 4 do?
Goes up.
It's going to go up 4. What does the plus 3 do?
Side. Go left. Go negative.
To the negative 3. Okay? So normally we would start right here at 0, 0, right? So we know we got to go up 4 over 3. What is that first point called? It's the vertex. Okay? Now, from looking at your mommy and daddy function, from your number 1, from the vertex, how much do you go up and over to get the next point? Huh?
Over 2.
Up 1 and over 1. Okay, look at your top one, top problem. So from the vertex, how much do you go up and how much do you go over to get to the next point? Up 1 over 1. Okay, so from the vertex to the next point, how much do we need to go up? How much do we need to go over? Rise or run. Okay? So from that first blue point, go up 1 over 1. And you need to do it on both sides.
Oh, this is easy.
Okay, if you look at your very front problem, how much do you have to go from the vertex to get you to the second point? How much do you have to go up one and over how many?
Up 4.
So from this point to here, how much do I need to go up? How much do I need to go over?
Up 4 over 1. Right?
No,
So if we were
it's
looking
up
at
four over
three,
two.
it's
Well,
around
one,
one.
it's 3 over 1.
How much do I need to go up and over to get to here?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
That's up
Over
4.
two, up
Yeah.
Okay, so how much do we go up? How much do we go over?
Up 3 over 1.
No.
Up 4 over 2.
So we're gonna go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2.
Oh, I was talking about from the second point.
You can, but that's, hey, stop. And I don't like the word stupid at all. You guys are all stupid.
I'm very intelligent.
Really? Why are you finish line then?
I'm-
Because you're stupid, you make stupid choices.
Did I make stupid choices?
Well,